I also want to be clear that we are not singling out any particular candidate for office in this resolution. We're not allowed to, by state elections law, we're not allowed to use public resources to campaign for or against any particular candidate. So although it was inspired by a particular candidate, we were initially thinking that we might particularly call him out. We are against all hate speech. And
we as elected officials, so there's a wonder about the legalisms here. We can't, as a city, we cannot engage in politics as city government. The five of us are free to exercise the right to speak politically anytime we please. We will always do so. And I appreciate my council colleagues all joining together to put this before us today. This is a time where there is poisonous speech in national politics, Mr. Trump in particular, and where we need to stand on behalf of the values that this city loves and people of this city who expect our country and our city to be welcoming and expect us to hold to those constitutional principles.
Edmund Burke, the Irish political philosopher and statesman, said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." On this issue, the triumph of evil is not a distant possibility. Donald Trump is not a fringe figure. He's the leading candidate for the Republican nomination. According to Real Clear Politics, the average of polls over the last month shows Donald Trump only 5 points behind Hillary Clinton. The reason Hitler was able to exterminate 6 million Jews is that not enough Germans stood up for their Jewish brothers and sisters. The reason the United States government was able to incarcerate over 100,000 Japanese Americans was that not enough Americans stood up for their Japanese American brothers and sisters. I do not want it to be said 50 years from now that the reason the United States adopted a policy of mass discrimination against Muslims is that not enough Americans stood up for their Muslim brothers and sisters. So I vote aye.
Good. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for the council. Aye.
Yes. Mayor and colleagues, I'm proud. It is our finest tradition to counter speech we disagree with by speaking out and condemning it, while also protecting people's right to say dumb things. Presidential candidates have the right to say dumb things, and we have the right to censor them for it. And that just makes that clearer for that change. To my colleagues, and today I'm proud to stand with our Muslim and Arab American brothers and sisters in firmly condemning the hateful and bigoted speech that we have been witness to for too long. Aye.
Well, thank you, Mayor, for bringing us what it's doing today, and thank you, Mayor, for your leadership in bringing this forward. Aye.
Hales?
Well, thank you, colleagues, and thank you, your friends, and we are neighbors, and we are one people. Thank you all very much. Aye.